I don't think you can skip this, but it's the intro, so you wouldn't want to. It'd be like skipping the bombing run.
Oh, no.
Good job, Umasu.
This looks really cool.
Yeah. It's a very... It's an excellent opening. Shows you all the warriors. And they're all kind of like sad po boys for some reason.
I'm a sad po boy too. I'm a sad sandwich.
I'm a sad po girl with heterochromia. They like that in Japan for some reason.
Makes all their noses bleed. Like smeared egg salad on her shoulder.
Yeah. Babe. Seriously though, the group all melancholic around a campfire while this slow, almost a dirge plays in this ruin really sets the tone for the game.
Yeah.
Just like the intro to 7 did. We were talking in the car how 10 to 10-2 to 12 feels kind of like the transition that you have from 7 to 8 to 9. And it almost exactly matches that flow, even in the way the games kind of open compared to one another. To where the first one, in this case 10, has this excellent tone-setting opening. And then we'll see in 10-2, not so much!
I've only ever played the first hour of this game, maybe like twice. But I never realized until now, and maybe it comes out more in this like HD version of it, but it looks a lot like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It could definitely see how Kingdom Hearts was like, yeah, let's make it look like that.
Yeah.
Like, let's make them look...
Well, Kingdom Hearts was... I think we could skip that, but... that's right, we haven't clicked new game yet.
Newest game.
Newest game ever. Select expert sphere grid. The only difference is that the expert sphere grid, it has fewer empty nodules, but it has enough for you to still get maximum stats.
Cool.
And you aren't locked off from each character's sphere grid from the start. So in the standard one, each character is locked into their own section with level 4 key spheres. With this one, you can immediately diverge if you want.
Okay.
You could basically make everybody white mages if you're a crazy person.
There's so much boob hanging out.
Like I said, this is the horniest Final Fantasy. Look at those shorts.
What shorts?
Exactly. She's wearing lettuce.
Yeah.
Held on with presumably mayonnaise.
It's like a banana on her belt loop and just a lettuce leaf.
I thought there was a glitch there for a moment and his hand wasn't loading in.
But it still smears the egg salad on her shoulder.
Yeah, it's a good thing we watched this once already, so now we can be extra flippant throughout it.
Sorry, babe.
Just like you, just a mountain of it.
What's up with the leg and the elbow? Like he's got this red like lace cage.
Oh yeah, he's got on his shirt. He has one long sleeve and one short, and then he has one long, well, semi-long pant sleeve. Titus looks like shit. Frankly, he's the worst looking character in this group.
He's a b-baller.
He's a b-baller.
See, look how look how Kingdom Heartsy this looks.
This is very Kingdom Heartsy.
Oh.
Doesn't he kind of look like Miss Krusemark? 17 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can see it.
Pineapple hairdo and everything.
Yeah. No offense to Miss Krusemark. It's good look.
Yeah, I mean, Titus isn't ugly.
No. He's a pretty man. He's one of the prettiest characters in Final Fantasy. I think the shit going on with his arm is supposed to be... I think they wear something similar in cricket. Like, just over one arm, because that's the side that faces the ball that can fucking destroy you.
My story.
Okay, we'll listen.
This may be our last chance.
Also, I feel like they told Nobuo Uematsu, hey, you can use real instruments now.
And he was like, what?
He just exploded in his pants and ran to a piano.
Do you need to use the restroom? Not now. Maybe later. Maybe.
I love the transition we're about to have. Going from that slow, melancholic opening to a day in Titus's life. A day in this asshole superstar athlete's life.
Where like grown men wear training bras
Yeah.
and like pool floaties around their knees and elbows.
Yeah. Well, everyone's swimming, but I have to assume not everybody can actually swim.
And of course it was... Of course, these insensitive Japanese people give the black character the floaties.
Damn it.
At least I think he was.
This actually come to think that this game is as close to hydropunk as I've ever seen. I mean, look, everyone's basically dressed to go swimming at a moment's notice. Look at the shorts.
And they look affluent as fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, it's our favorite b-baller, but let's talk to this guy who can't swim.
No,
well.
you gotta talk to this two sexy ladies on the right there.
Can I have your autograph?
Are you?
Oh god, it starts. I know.
Is that where he's gonna leave it?
Yeah, let's just leave it as Titus. Here's the thing, I don't know if it's Titus or Titus. Let's try to pronounce it in as many ways as we can throughout this playthrough. Tidus.
Just each episode stick to a different one.
Yeah.
Outside your boobs first, gals.
It was for you. Okay.
God, Titus was gonna get fucking laid later that night, too.
What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fits from the
Trick
right.
question. I was talking
Got it.
about my dick.
And then everyone goes, oh!
That's the Titus I want.
Now you have to talk to those kids.
I won't let you down.
I've been a fan since I was a little girl.
Ah, what?
Oh, these bastards.
Yeah.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
First, you set up the booty call for later, and then you give the little kid some attention. Priorities. Priorities.
Well, and then you look back and wink at them like,
Uh-huh.
hey, see, look at how good I'm being with the kids.
Well,
And then he gets pissed because his kid's showing off and getting more attention to him, so he socks him in the
Yeah.
throat.
Teach us how to blitz.
Alright, guys, this is how you get stoned, kids.
Teach us how.
Titus, it's not.
Tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Who are you fucking weirdo?
Everyone just turns around and looks, and the music stops.
Look at these assholes with their eyes covered up.
Seeing's overrated in the watery future.
Hydropunk.
The watery future of a hydropunk. David, you want sandwiches?
No, Mom! Oh, man, what kind of sandwiches are we talking?
You know, just turkey.
We're talking, what, mayonnaise?
David, come in. You and your friends come in.
Alright, guys, let's take a sandwich. Let's take a turk break. Come on. We can save Hydronia later.
Mom, quit calling me David. It's...
Yeah, that's the name of the Hydropunk Kingdom is Hydronia, because fuck it, why put any effort into it?
Mom, it's not David. It's Orca Whitefin. Mom, when I'm around my friends, it's Orca Whitefin.
Look at Titus. We've talked about like the side character who's cooler than your main character.
Yeah.
That's Titus's dad in this game.
Oh, man.
Let's just stand here for a minute.
Gone, vanished into thin air.
Listen to this NPR program
Dad must have
about
been his
Titus's
biggest
dad.
fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are
Yeah.
you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night.
Yeah,
My
good
dad
old
and I
Jack.
never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today.
Sure would be embarrassing if his son
that won
lost.
through to the finals are, of course,
Wouldn't it
the
be
Apes
fucking
from
embarrassing
A
for
East and
him?
the Duggles from C South.
The Duggles?
I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Apes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jack's blood and the new hope of
Maybe
blitzball.
look at me instead.
What kind of super play will he
Talk
show us
to me,
today?
not this guy. Talk to
Will
me.
we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Alright, now we can go. that bit, I've never actually listened to that whole bit, and it's odd because it starts out sounding like a genuine dude on a just a radio program talking about sports, but then as soon as he starts talking about yeah, as soon as he starts talking about Titus, it sounds like they're directing him to put some kind of weird funk into his voice. Like, this is Anakin Aves. Yeah, here he comes, Titus. Yeah, I can't say his name. Why can't I say his name? Because they can name him.
That's fun fact. The first fun fact on that thing was that his name never gets said. What is? Get out of my way, kids.
Yeah, no, you have to just plow through them. Yeah, all these people who want. Yeah. I wish he was just throwing haymakers left and right. Like Kiryu, just throwing out one arm and giving solid arm bars in beast mode. Now get ready for Ramstein.
So what's Jecht?
Jecht is his dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What name?
It's what they call people in Hydronia.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why we went from nice quiet piano to fucking Ramstein. Jesus.
Did you hear about Marilyn Manson?
What did he do this time?
Got hurt by his stage prop.
Awesome.
Because he was climbing on his stage prop, which is like this big metal scaffolding with two giant pistols crossed over each other, and he was all like singing like one of his Marilyn Manson-y songs.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
And then he grabbed onto the thing and it fell on him.
Of course, here's one of my favorite character intros in all of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, get drunk.
Fucking Cthulhu is approaching Hydronia, and he's just like, yo.
And all these kids are just being bastards.
Yeah.
Touching each other underwater.
Throwing the bows and grabbing each other's bows, yeah! Some anecdote about some other, shock rocker sucking Marilyn Manson's dick back in the early aughts, late 90s, and, neither of them were into it, but it's like, well, I'm Marilyn Manson and you're you, so I guess we gotta do this.
So did that guy die that Titus just kicked out of the water?
I think he's dead.
He's just like, huh.
I think he's fucking, of course, I mean, reality is warping around this Cthulhu beast, so... So maybe that guy died the sweet death. Compared to everyone else who's about to get it.
He just died by smashing into cement steps.
Titus, how are you actually going to score a goal from that angle, you asshole? Oh no. Titus's adventure could have ended right here.
Yeah, that's actually the fan theory, and
well,
with Titus.
Well, yeah. you'll find out later on. There's no need for a fan theory in this particular Final Fantasy.
He was dead before the game even started.
Technically, he never existed.
He was just the dream of a little boy.
Staring into a snow globe.
A boy that wished that he could run away from his family and become a famous b-baller, but instead he just got verbally abused for wearing funny shorts with one leg longer, and then he burned into a building, and then Titus was a detective, and...
Where are we now? Where are we in this anecdote? I lost the thread.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
What are you doing here?
Why are you just leaning all cool up against this rubble? With your booze. Your purification booze.
Shit's intense.
You'll notice very quickly that a lot of the character animation in this is reminiscent of a silent film. Just everywhere you look, there's thigh-high dresses and butts.
And then belted leggings?
Lulu's outfit is 50% belts. This is the horniest Final Fantasy they ever made. After this, they're like, let's back the horn up at least 25%. But then they were drawing the cast of 12, and like, damn it!
I did it again.
I did it. I pushed it even further. Oh, I gotta add these two assholes in here. Fine.
Hey,
Just to counterbalance the horn.
Terrible loading screen.
Terrible.
How does that happen? How does that loading screen come out? It looks like he's got a giant boob from the side. How do you have such a terrible loading screen? I can't tell what his expression is.
Yeah. Yeah. Expressions took a while to hammer out too.
Oh, cool, Orin, I can drink a big ball of water, can't I?
How is that your first thought?
Whoa, yeah, I'm thirsty. He looks happy to hear that news.
Yeah. Sin? That sounds rad.
Like metal?
Like sex and drugs? No, not quite. Really, it would make more sense to call it penance, but, well, oh well. We didn't.
This shit doesn't look good.
No, doesn't look good at all. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Oran's like giving you the tutorial. It's like, Titus, try slapping it in the face.
Does 0 damage. I was joking. You're an asshole. Here's a sword.
I feel so powerful now. Like a
Like a god?
god. Like I'm a freaking god.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill all of these things. That's basically Titus.
Get away in sex, I'm a god.
Well, no, but I think I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
You're holding it backwards. Oh.
Holding it backwards in the middle where it's not sharp,
Yeah.
like, but...
Holding it by the tip? Oh.
Oh man, how nice it just moves.
Yeah.
It just moves.
Yeah. It's real quick.
Oh my god, after playing 9?
Isn't it nice?
Oh,
Isn't it nice?
Fuck.
And you can look ahead on the right and see exactly who's going to have their turn and when. A lot of... I heard complaints about this game from people who... They missed the ATB gauge. Up next is going to be A?
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, I know. Up.
Where did it... How...
And then left and right. I know. They're on different scales.
Oh,
There you
damn
go,
it.
yeah.
Oh, because I was just looking at the
Yeah.
meter. I wasn't looking at them.
Yeah, I know. It would be nice if it just went by the meter, but you know, a lot of people I remember they complained about this game because it didn't have the ATB gauge, which by this point we'd had that since 4, though it really solidified in 5. So we'd had it for the bulk of Final Fantasies' existence. Like, oh, I missed that. You know, this is turn-based. It's not Final Fantasy, but really, the way this game works with its turn-based combat is how the ATB gauge works. It's just, if the game paused when your bar filled, because if a character is fast enough, they'll get multiple turns before the enemy. It's as if, you know, your bar took 2.5 seconds to fill up to their 5. And so, if an ATB gauge were to pause, it would work exactly like this.
You just don't get screwed.
You don't get screwed over.
And you don't have to wait for fucking ever.
And there were moments that I kept pointing out in 9 where I simply was sitting there doing nothing or leaving a menu open because if I didn't do that, you know, the ATB gauge for the enemy would keep running during the animation and they'd get in an attack that they shouldn't have gotten in. So this is kind of the overdrives. Yeah. When they have that red bar beneath their health bar, press left.
Bushido.
So the way his works is he'll do the beginning of the animation and then we'll pause and buttons will pop up in the middle.
Oh shit.
Now, they'll always be the same buttons for each Bushido.
Okay.
He only has 4 and really you'll just use the most powerful one each time.
Ooh.
So you're not going to know them right away, but they're not too complicated.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
There you go.
I wasn't expecting D-pad and stuff. Yeah, kill that thing.
Little piece of advice on this fight, don't bother healing. Because this thing just uses Demi.
Oh, and that only does like what, a quarter of your...
Yeah, it's just quarter, and then, yeah, diminishing returns on Demi.
Swordplay? What is this?
What his does is he has a bar, and then in the center of that bar there's a yellow section, and then an arrow moves back and forth. So you have to hit X when it's over the yellow bit.
shit!
It's
There we go.
it's yeah. The time
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I was expecting it to go faster, so I just went early.
The timing I always get with it is I try to hit it on the first go round because then
At least.
because then if you miss it, it goes back to the beginning and it has less time to travel back to the center.
Yeah, because I thought if I missed, it would just be over.
Yeah. No, you have just like with Orons, you have several seconds to do it.
Is everybody's thing a little different? Like
Everyone, yeah, everyone has different things. Theirs are both direct inputs. Waka has various slots that you can control much more easily than, say, K-Sys slots or any of the other various slot-based limit breaks. Lulu has, like, you rotate the stick, and as many times as you rotate the stick, she'll cast a spell that many times, but you get diminishing returns on it, so it's not all that great. Yuna, I think with Yuna, she just summons an Aeon and it gets a second limit break bar. And then, what's her name? The one everybody wants to fuck. She can mix stuff.
Riku?
Riku, yeah. She can mix stuff, just like an alchemist could in 5.
I should have named the blue furry dude when you said everyone wants to fuck.
Oh, Kimari. Yeah. Kimari has limit breaks.
Is he blue and furry? I don't know.
Yeah, he's blue and furry. And his limit break is just... Actually, his is the most boring because it's just blue magic.
Oh.
Again, just like 8. Click on that save sphere, by the way.
Save sphere.
And the reason I told you not to heal is because save spheres heal you in this one.
Oh, shit. That's great.
Yeah, so save in the new save slot. Yeah. Again, Kimari, just like in 8 with Quistis, very straightforward way of learning magic. He just uses an ability called Lancet, which drains HP and MP from an enemy. If they have an enemy skill, he learns it. But the worst way to use it because it's purely a limit break.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like, why would you do that? They can't even be that strong, I imagine, to get a limit break and be like, oh boy, I'm going to use this monster's thing.
Well, just like Quistis is, they can be very powerful, but it's just they're so limited in their use that you're like, yeah, not going to use you, Kimari. Why would I use you when I can use anyone else?
Maybe you want a challenge? Maybe you've done this a couple times? Nope, still gonna pick the other ones.
In fact, Kimari, even on the standard sphere grid, he's the only one who doesn't have his own dedicated section. He starts off in the middle. He actually starts off right next to Ultima. You just can't access Ultima because it's surrounded by 4 level 4 key spheres. He starts off in the middle, and then kind of you can progress him in any particular direction, and then the only thing keeping him from anyone else's section is a level 1 key sphere. And so eventually, fairly early in the game, you start getting those, and you can unlock it and go like, alright, Kimari, I want you to be quick and accurate like Titus, or strong like Oron. You can develop him whatever direction you want.
I love just how swift all these animations are.
It's so great.
Holy shit.
It's so great.
You
all
feel
those
good.
enemies. How long would that have taken in 9?
Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
Imagine all those animations playing out in nothing.
Like, it feels good to play this because it's, like, just going quick.
Yeah, attack the tanker. Another nice thing they do throughout 10 is they often give you these secondary targets in combat for you to interact with. Sometimes they're optional. Often it's to your advantage to deal with them, however.
Spines!
Oh, not the spinnies.
Like, all their little animations are just nice and swift, and it just feels, even though you're not controlling them running around, it still feels good.
Yeah.
It's not, like, all floaty and long and jumpy and, I don't know, like...
It's
hopscotching
yeah.
your way over to the enemy to tickle them.
It's similar to something we talked about in the past, about like comparing Disney animation to what you find on something like Family Guy.
Yeah.
Where like slapping someone in Disney is this long flowing bit, with, like this long second animation and like the billowing robes, but on Family Guy it'd be like 3 frames.
It's like, pat.
Yeah, just done. Oron, you're so cool.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
That's so cool, Oron. Also, you're dead.
Look at that side boob on. It's my elbow, dick. Yeah. Elbow.
Dick. I have an elbow dick too. Lifts it up. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Kingdom Hearts. Me.
Well, this was 2001 and Kingdom Hearts was 2002, I believe. So
He didn't look like he was struggling so much as he was like
do a pull up and scrape
or
your
something.
Do a pull up and scrape your belly like a fat kid climbing onto the dock.
Relive that shame. When was the last time you've been that fat kid climbing out of the dock?
Oh no! Or get sucked up into the sky anus,
Oh man.
like Patton Oswalt talked about. There's shit
wow, it
piranhas
is
in there.
fleshy in there.
Yeah, it
or
is.
something.
This is it.
Ooh.
This is your story.
This game was in development at the same time as Kingdom Hearts, and so Auron couldn't appear in Kingdom Hearts, but they definitely made room for him in 2. I know. I know. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Like zero. His face looked like a cat somehow. It just didn't get any wider, but the scream.
I wish it cut to him for that moment, and he was just a duck, just.
Just duck.jpg.
Yeah. I might insert duck.jpg on there.
With just like the beak on like a little puppet like thing so it can
Yeah.
flap open.
So,
Go down.
okay, good. Yeah, keep going that way, but hold circle. No, turn around.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, I know. They face you in the wrong direction. Kind of to your right. Behind.
Oh, that
Way, yeah. Towards his dad. Towards his tan, muscular, presumably musky father.
Daddy pants. Are you
I
proud
thought
of me
about
yet?
a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into.
What I was
I
gonna
started
have
to
for
feel
lunch.
lightheaded.
There's 2 ladies still
and
down the
then
bone.
Sleepy.
Did they see my sweet move?
I did the
I
thing.
think
I
had a
gave him the
dream.
finger symbol.
A dream
Pow.
of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me. So I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Just any old woman. Or man.